I'm so ready for more sassy energy. Don't get so butthurt about it. You need to spread false rumors. Oh my, look at those! Hey, this reaction is directly from Twitch, so follow me there if you want to join the fun. You may also know me from my previous channel, GoDog Chainsaw. You can also donate to me on Ko-Fi if you like my funny edits and reactions. Thank you, enjoy the video. What's up YouTube, welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction video. This one being Chiori's story quests. When they talk about tonight, where honed blades clash, go to the court of Fontaine. A fashion festival is being held in Fontaine. You and Paimon decide to check it out for yourselves, right? Which Chiori brought up back during the event in 4.3. I don't know if we get to be part of it. It'd be fun if we get to be part of it. That is where Chioria Boutique is, isn't it? It's right here. Hi YouTube, hi future me. Hey, yeah, that's one way to time travel. Not really. There she is.
Seems like there's another event going on at the court of Fontaine. Look at that. Roadside signs as far as the eye can see. Let's see what they're for. Fontaine Fashion Week? Ooh, why don't we go check out some of the shops? Maybe we can pick up some cool new clothes.
Yeah, right, Paimon. As if you're ever gonna troll me with that. Traveler's never gonna get an additional outfit. If we do, we will know Genshin has peaked. Our best chance to get an alternative outfit was back in Inazuma, when Ayaka literally offered to order us a kimono. Our outfit is significant to us. You know, we still could have accepted and kept it around as a spare, but...
Is this really okay?
That's the woman from her teaser.
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all.
God.
I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori.
I'm so ready for more sassy energy and bossy energy.
It's always been my dream to wear a Chioria boutique dress for my wedding. I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Isn't that Chiori? She's actually at her shop today?
Perhaps it's because of Fontaine Fashion Week.
Remember to not fold the gown or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
She wants to try it on already.
I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
For Paimon.
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
You're kid-sized. We actually wanted to ask about Fontaine Fashion Week.
Oh. That, I suppose, the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
I mean, it is on all the major signs and billboards.
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
I'd love to see that.
Of course. All designers at the court of
Hell
Fontaine
yeah.
use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends.
I hope they do one of those, like, what do you call that? Like, they walk down, like, the aisle with the different outfits, show off.
Catwalk.
That'd be cool.
It was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? Fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times.
You always ought to, yeah,
People
keep up
support
to
your
date.
brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought.
Much like any major industry.
You're saying we'll be able to see new Chioria designs at the show?
Woohoo.
Absolutely. The designs have already been
Okay.
finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
You better hope no treasure hoarder tackles that, you know, fabric route or whatever. Like in Inazuma.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've
yeah?
entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
Wait a minute.
That means we get to see Kirara. Hell yeah. Kirara.
I don't know if is dead or alive until I watch inside the box. Shut up.
Excuse me. Coming through.
Speak of the devil.
Chiori,
There's the
your
cat.
shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really sorry.
Where'd she come from?
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
It's so weird seeing that her tail is actually shaped like a tail now. Because, you know, before they did the whole, like, real-time render thing graphic update, her tail was the shape of a hexagon.
Oh, hey, Traveler in Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's been a while.
Yes, indeed. How about a game of... I'm not playing that.
So what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
She says her tail does that whenever she lies or something.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Alright.
Yeah.
I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as I entered Fontaine.
Oh, it's always the treasure hoarders.
They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komunia Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails. I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
Oh, someone trying to screw you over.
My fabric shipment?
They said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me into my delivery box and toss me into the sea to drown.
The nerve!
One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chioria Boutique's delivery.
I guessed as much.
And anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Aw, she's caring.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uther.
Uther.
Uther. No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say,
Oh.
Kirara?
Is that a competitor?
He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Okay, a competitor who's a dick?
Uther, however,
Yeah.
just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
Shing her way over there.
To teach someone a lesson.
You
You
go.
must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
Turn him into confetti, like jet style from Golden Slumber.
The guy standing closest to her. Oh, my poor Joffrey. He, changed. Became like a festive confetti.
Holy Jesus.
You know, some bits of confetti would fly into your mouth, and I would spit them out, but...
Oh! Confetti, come on, go. And I'm guessing Chef Russ can only cover for her so much, huh?
Could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Komunia Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uther guy's safety.
I'm not. When they talk about tonight. Okay, this shit just looks like Nouvelet dropped his glass. Oh, let's speak of the devil times two. There's Chef Russ.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Hey, medium height girl gang. Has everything been going well?
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of recruits thanks to that film we made. I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs while out on patrol. Not ideal, if you ask me.
Hey, people like you.
Did something happen?
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
I guess she is.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
I mean, in her teaser, she literally threw the guy out the window.
Okay. A man hired a group
Okay.
of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the special patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you planning to?
She's asking for this favor so you can hold her back.
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Okay.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of situation. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful.
You should have went in with her then.
And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself.
Or else we'll be hearing clanging and crashing from inside the house in about...
Oh my god. Oh my...
Oh my god. She threw her out of his own house? Gah. The NPC guys that are not the buff versions, most of them are twinks, so... Look at those heels. Hey, you brought this on yourself, my guy.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
You had it coming.
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Soft topic, but I bet there's gonna be some people out there that's gonna go... It should have been me! Not him!
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again.
Bombastic side.
It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks.
Come on, bro. You're done.
And if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing
Really?
next time.
Chuck her in a box and drown her, dude? That's too much.
Chiori?
Okay.
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though.
Wow.
If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Your order with the treasure hoarders.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future. Especially out in the open like this.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
Well, he is trash, so...
You...
I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
He's definitely gonna do it again. God, look at that stare. Such incredible strength. Such a graceful arc.
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse.
So you just threw him out of the house.
Anything.
Insults and threats so
Toss
bad
that
that he
mofo.
deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
That reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
More?
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Please tell me nothing bad happened.
Oh no, she just threw the guy out his own house.
All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rasula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the
Wow.
next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you. I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
Dang. Look, appreciate it. She sees you as her friend. Since she's already talked to the patrol, just think of it as a you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of situation.
Yes,
Well put.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
With the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
Because I really want to attend it. No interruptions now, please.
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year. They supply us designers with funding,
So, hey,
equipment,
Drakus.
factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Because you're wearing a tailor-made one from her right now.
I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Tratlin.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chioria brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Can we pose as the models or something?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Yes! Either they're gonna troll me real bad, or we'll actually get to see Lumine / Traveler in a different outfit now. Come on, it's the least you can do. Do you need us for the runway too?
No need. We've already booked the models for that.
Fuck.
Then we have a deal.
It better just
You'll
not be
model
a
for
black
Traveler,
screen thing.
And I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Fades to black and then the line of white text. You and Paimon try on different, fabulous, majestic, eye-catching outfits for an hour or two. And then fades back. Alright, you don't get to see any of that. Six a.m. Let this be the day that Traveler actually changes into something different. Also, custom OST when we go inside as well, hopefully. They usually have that.
Chiori, we're here!
No, never mind.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself.
No. I forgot, like, she delivers the courier in her boxed cat form. Oh my fuck. That is so goofy looking. But it also looks so cute. Look at those little paws. Ah. And then Navia just... Oh my god, this is fucking adorable.
They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey.
Oh my god.
I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara.
Oh,
An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
not the Navia macarons. Not the Big Mac macarons, bro. Look, Navia, I love you, but those macarons you make... diabetes.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
Well, one's more Chiori, the other's Chiori. Just Chiori.
Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
Still love Navia's outfit. That thing's such a work of art.
Would you look at the time?
Oh yeah, come on, let's get down to business.
Please.
We're here to model.
Please. Okay, I don't even care if it's like not the in-game model. You can show me a CG of just Lumine being in anything else than this. This is the best opportunity for you to do this. You can salvage the whole patch by just having Lumine in something other than her traveler outfit.
I'll take your measurements first.
Mahoyo. No.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
Okay, I know this is important, I know whatever she's gonna bring up is gonna be important and probably the main plot of this story quest. But did we just get interrupted? Is there not even gonna be a fade to black to disappoint me?
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed? It's alright. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting
looked
a bit
distressed.
strange just now?
Yeah.
Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Is Miss Chiori in?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
I'd like to return this item.
Oh. Is it Uther again?
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking.
Is there gonna
You
be a
said I
whole
could
slew
get a
of
refund if
people?
I wasn't-
It's Uther,
The
isn't
sleeves
it?
you
He
should-
cooked
I
up
can always
something
make
again.
those
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your
Yeah, you need a
dissatisfaction.
reason, dude, for these kinds of custom orders.
Chiori here. I'd like to return my
Oh my god.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Wow, that...
Haven't you heard? Chioria Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals.
Huh?
It's all over the papers.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
And why'd you guys just believe it exactly?
You tell us? The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless
Underground.
slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood
We did
of
see-
yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
A new, like, a domain-ish place in the livestream trailer. I think that's what they're referring to. Uther set her up.
Elof! Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price. And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
What else?
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
Bruh.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
Also no go.
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Oh.
No accessories means no brooches, no bow
You just
ties,
can't go
things
through
like
with the
that?
Fashion Week thing now.
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread. All the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
Maybe we gotta pay another visit to Uther.
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
We'll go with you. Maybe we'll be able to find out what had happened.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
False rumors.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners.
Shit.
Especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Okay, sorry, I just was worried they were just gonna cut off the dialogue. I had to have Nuvalet clamber on the wall for a second.
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see. Have you read the papers today?
Oh, you're quite a old fellow.
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
not the
Maybe
clickbaits.
that's something-
Honestly, I can't believe the news trusts Uther. The man's got a bad reputation for sabotage. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he's had run-in with the guards already. Why the hell are people trusting him anyway?
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors. It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
What sort of photo?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Oh, you piece of... He knew that was gonna happen. He had someone fucking photograph it. Put it out of context and spin it into something... okay, the fucking nerve.
Uther again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Chioria Boutique. Darkness disguised behind a facade of fashion.
The gist of the paper is that it claims Chioria Boutique is associated with and uses criminal networks for her fashion production. It even goes as far as to suggest that the boutique promotes violence. Finally, they misdirect readers with an image of yesterday's incident.
Is Chioria Boutique indeed a place blindly flattered by fashionistas that keeps an exclusive clientele of crooks? Really?
Behind the scenes, the true Chioria Boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
But Uther harassed Chiori first. He even hired some goons to attack her courier.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
That's such a
I've got
petty
your
and
rival
scummy
high
move.
mark.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes.
The fucking newspaper's as good as a ChatGPT generated article, for fuck's sake.
But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth
It's
is
not-
practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims. Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake, let this fashion week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow
No,
over.
but if you let him know that he succeeded, he's just gonna do it again even worse next year.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
It's also what's made her tough.
Have you ever thought maybe
gotta
this
be that
attitude of
tough
mine
in
is
this
precisely what
industry.
paved the way for my success?
Exactly.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
That's the problem in old times. Clickbait, essentially, is much easier.
I should have seen it from the beginning. Uther knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
He was expecting you to do something.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Oh, hey, speaking of news and publicity, Charlotte.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
I guess she's heard about it too.
Whoever wrote that article must
Load
have
of
known the
baloney.
Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite.
I didn't know that.
If you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
They really just believe what they say on the papers.
They kept up a solid front, though.
Oh my god.
I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
People.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
This is all Uther's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could.
Same.
You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then.
In front of the boutique.
Oh, who's this?
That's Latitia. The lady who came by to get her wedding dress.
Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Oh, okay, thank God someone with a brain.
You probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day. My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chioria Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. And then something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything.
That's so nice of her.
She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day.
And yet people still believe that horse
After I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room and when he saw me, he froze on the spot. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction. It was all of the highest quality.
She doesn't look like someone who would cut corners just because she's low on, you know.
Miss Latitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going on the record?
Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
Aww.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Latitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
So, in your opinion, what is Miss Chiori like as a person?
Let's see. Well, she's certainly not afraid to say what she means, but she always looks out for her customers however she can.
There you are, Chiori!
How did you know where Olaf told you, didn't she?
She did.
We were just looking for you at the shop and Latitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through this together.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
Hey.
Well, how does it feel?
It's a lot of CGs.
It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery. I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me. But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
I like that they're doing more CGs with it, though.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor.
Oh.
It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
That was what was with the start of the teaser as well.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work. I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat. After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely.
I really like the music they're pairing with this too.
As I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
I know someone who absolutely adored your designs and dreamed of wearing one at her wedding.
Oh, you mean Latitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers.
Really?
Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Careful, you guys are still near a cliff.
I know where Uther's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Well, there's always next year, right? So there's no need to be too upset.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both. To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea. The sea. Seashells, coral.
Yeah, those can work.
I've got it.
I mean, there's a lot of regional mats you can use as accessories. Just take it from my magical, endless backpack. I have, like, thousands.
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
And your outfit, too.
Paimon gets it now. You want to use things like that as the accessories for your design.
That can work. Yeah, these can work nicely. Improvise.
Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
And resonating with Hydro allows you to speak underwater. You turn to the boutique with Chiori.
Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
I'm still up to model.
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja vu?
Sounds pretty similar to one we've had with Ganyu before. I guess going after what you want means making certain sacrifices.
Ganyu? Who's that?
Oh, Adepti.
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is
Just got
tear
that.
up all the outfits currently on display.
Not literally, right?
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma. and I use the scraps to make my entries for the show. I use the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories. If it worked back then, why not now?
Really?
We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
Okay, then... here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you.
Oh! Oh! Like this. Okay. DPS on them clothes. Hey. 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 Yeah! Oh fuck, I missed.
Good job. That should do it.
Huh. Tells me to tear them up, but they're clearly still neatly folded. I know they're just reusing the models, but it makes it look like as if it's like some sort of like just crafting thing where like if you dismantle the item, it just reverts into the material you've crafted them with. Just boop, it plops down.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and...
Oh!
Whoa. What happened to your shop?
Oh, we just tore her outfits up. Also, hey, Navia.
Who did this? Those monsters.
I did.
Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop.
I did.
Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Alright, Paimon, time to use the Joestar family technique.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
Boss, please go easy on us.
Huh?
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Paimon did it.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique?
I can explain.
Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
It's me. I did it.
Not this again.
What should we do about these clothes everywhere? Need any help?
Sort them by the type of fabric first, and then by color.
I mean, they're so neatly folded.
And don't forget to remove any accessories and put them to the side.
That sounds pretty straightforward. I'll help too.
I do love how they're keeping the trend with involving so many playable characters.
Lyney, Lynette! Great, you're both here!
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Uther's been doing, right?
The domain.
We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
Alright, we're counting on you! Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said and meet up with her at Uther's factory in 2 days. We'll gather the evidence then. Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Get enough sleep, Chiori.
Stay asleep.
Alright, Chiori.
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along? You look kinda tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Olaf. We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's cutting it real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uther has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence. Anyway, Uther's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, He prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know. Maybe the rent here is cheap.
Alright. Ugh, it's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
The custom domain, eh? Here it is. Don't mind if I do. Trial Chiori. Hey. Cool.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Pretty big on the inside. Hello. What the?
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests.
For someone that likes to keep things cheap, this place is actually not that bad looking.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
Okay. It went from this to this to that to this.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Uther seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure.
He's not dumb enough to leave incriminating stuff lying around, right? Notes on the table. The courier shall arrive at the city in the morning via... Did he really just left that there? Investigate?
Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
The fuck?
Why is it moving?
It's a fucking elevator. Or fortress music. Hello?
It seems to have stopped.
Dusty. Jeez. Yeah, they use the elevator as a loading thing. Hey. Oh. Sorry for making you swim through sewage in that magnificent dress of yours.
Look out, there are guards here!
Solidify.
Where do you get the funds to rent automatons? This, and then... Oh god, I need to remember it's 5.
Cutting edge of fashion.
Okay, it's pretty. Conveyor belt. Oh god, huh, you can't crush me. If I have this, try me. Really? Yeah, bro, this place is huge.
This place is filthy! Are the clothes from Uther's shop seriously made here?
He's the one's getting the criminals to work for him, isn't it?
That water looks super nasty! Oh,
Is there primo gems in there?
The stench from all the way over here.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uther.
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
Projecting more like.
He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
How'd that even make it into the mark? Ugh. How'd it even like pass like, you know, the regular inspections?
This way he won't be.
Let's go up.
Oh wait, I wanna see. Hold on. There's another pressing thing. Let's do that. Oh! Fucking gap there. What the hell?
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too.
There's moss everywhere.
What? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
He wants to trap us in the factory.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
Security cameras.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners. When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so
but
we
ultimately,
decided to work
like,
together.
he resorted to these kinds of methods, and then you didn't agree with that.
In the beginning,
right?
We both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uther's confidence disappeared little by little.
He just can't take criticism.
Finally,
Really?
Right before Fashion Week. He came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of. And we parted ways. For my part, I gambled it all and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end, well...
Paid off.
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uther gave up on his dream and turned to making this sketchy stuff.
All I know is, after I opened Chioria Boutique...
It's not her fault, is it? You gave up too quickly, Uther.
Let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
Surely he wouldn't keep the means of escape inside the room that he planned to trap us in, would he? Left. What? What did he do? What did he do?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Expulsion mode?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized.
Yeah, I know expulsion mode, expulsion, whatever.
Look over there. See?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Oh, what? Okay.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Okay, does it actually kill you?
Shutdown procedure.
Oh, for the love of... I cannot parkour for the life of me. Jump over that. Get over there. Easy, does it? Open door. Ew, we're still swimming through sewage, though. Where are we? Whoop-a.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here.
Will he let us leave? He's here, isn't he? Right by the door.
Finally, the entrance. At last.
It's gonna close. Oh. Let's just beat him up again. Easy. Yeah.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
Really? So you're just gonna kill us instead?
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uther.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
This is just wild now.
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chioria Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
Okay.
You know what your problem is, Uther? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
I appreciate you still trying to reason with Uther, but nah, there's nothing getting through to this man.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal, but it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
What makes you think these mechas are gonna change anything?
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uther. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
That Uther's gone.
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream. But that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand. But you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. This whole thing, Uther. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Teyvat by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
You...
Really? My god, Chiori, you go first. You've got a show to catch.
No, you go instead.
Huh?
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
Really? Oh, wow. Alright, stay safe.
Trying to leave, are we?
Did she actually just...
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uther.
Damn? Wow.
But all that changed
Impeccable
after our
timing.
tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this, if I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chioria brand. The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark.
It's the
It's a way of
cutscene.
life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week.
Oh,
Please
we're already
feast
at
your
the
eyes on
show.
extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never say die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself.
Did Chiori not...
Oh, she made it. Or Tomoto made it.
Lights, cameras, over here, please.
Let the show begin.
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great.
Whoa!
Chioria caters to no one. Not even the
Oh my,
times.
look at those!
Rather, Chioria
Oh
will
shit,
always
they're
lead
dressed
fashion
like
of our
Fontaine,
time.
like Aqua Life, like
Finally,
Marine Life.
let's not forget.
Bruh. Like Lyney's the seahorse. And then... Wow. And then like... Lynette's like... a
Only
jellyfish.
those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is... Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
Oh, we should have participated in that, god damn it. After the fashion show, everyone returns to Chioria Boutique. Oh, you know what that reminded me of? If you guys are familiar with Hamelin, they do a lot of the fashion ones that draws all the characters in a ton of outfits. That cutscene just looked like that. It reminded me of Hamelin.
A little more to the left. Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
She's got a new logo.
Of course. How can you become renowned through all of Teyvat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Yeah, I know, Navia. Isn't it designed by your mother and it's in the shape of a heart?
I'm just kidding.
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box.
Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about...
Hangry Bird?
The Hangry Bird.
What's a... It's a Hangry Bird.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done
Look
taking
cute, though.
pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Little hat.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Lyney and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
Way to flex your services.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course.
Ooh, Chef Russe.
Just hold on a second. Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization. Using weaponry in public. Hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Oh, shit.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Aw. I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell. I'm sorry.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
Thanks again, Chef Russe.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing.
Yes?
That was really quite an amazing show.
It was. Huh?
You don't say.
Aw. Look at that reaction.
Traveler,
Oh, no,
Paimon.
never mind.
Could you go wait for me at that place with the view?
Oh.
I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place
Give
with a view?
me. Yeah, the cliff.
Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Perfect. I'll be right there.
Yeah, see on the map, it's updated. It's not pink anymore. It is golden. Just like you, Chiori.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hi. Well, that was fast, but...
Here. Take this.
What? What did you give me?
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two.
Thank you. I'll take care of it.
You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioria Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Oh, glad I was there.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
I think she'd prefer to stay here.
Oh, yes, of course. But before that,
I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Ending cards. Aww. Ah, when they talk about tonight, they meant that tonight. Handmade brooch, woven dreams. A gift from Chiori. A brooch in the style of Chioria Boutique's current logo, of which only 2 exist in the entire world. Both designed and made by the renowned designer Chiori herself. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it. The brooch's metal cannot hold the warmth once imparted by her hand, but her words and voice are nonetheless ingrained in your mind. Travel plans. I've heard there's a new clothing trend in Natlin. We'll check it out when I have some time. Shinajnaya designs can be used as reference for winter wear, if it's on the way. Oh. Maison Gardiennage employee speaking in the store of a deal between their superior, and tone was conclusive. Someone witnessed a quarantined criminal coming and going. I fear that this is just a rumor. Letter to Charlotte. Thanks for your recent reports. Here are the new decorations for Monsieur Verite. Let's have some tea when you get the chance. Tea only, by the way. No interviews. Letter from Emily. Thank you, Miss Chiori, for your feedback on the fragrances. I've planned a sample of my newest products for this year. Okay. Letter from Navia. It's a Spina party this evening, and you're invited. P.S. Rub Alof in, well, as well, would you? Some letters from Kirara. Someone asked me about my clothes and where I got them while I was on a delivery run, Chiori. They said they wanted a set for their daughter. I've attached the kit sizes and the photos here. I'll drop by your store and pick it up next time I'm in town. And letter from Chefrus. The guards suspect the judge. Clandestine illicit deal. His wife, a regular customer at your store. Please keep an eye out. Ah, it's them exchanging intel. Okay. Shouldn't leave that lying around like that though. Uther literally had the documents of his sabotage lying in the Tor's workshop. It's a damn good show with damn good designs. It's a shame that those will probably not become outfits anytime soon. But at least they were cool. So, you know, I'll take that. Good luck with your Chiori pools if you haven't pulled already. For those of you that are aiming to get her, have a wonderful week until I see you guys again on Saturday for Honkai Star Rail's 2.1 anniversary live stream. Anyways, see you guys. Bye.